Welcome again to Shelf Life Online. This time I'm bringing to your attention two fiction titles that are particularly interesting. The first one is Death Rattle by ALEX GILLY. First of all, I will warn you that if you have a fear of snakes, there's a lot of graphic parts to the book that deal with snakes, and they'll get you feeling a little squirmy, and if you hear a noise in your room while reading, you might turn around and wonder if one of the snakes has escaped. The book is very well written. It involves the smuggling of illegal aliens out of Mexico. One girl in particular, Carmen Vega, has decided to come to the States. She has a very abusive boyfriend who is in the drug trade business as well. And so she fears for her life. So she pays a lot of money along with other people. They come in a boat and they come late at night and they come, to get into the States. Well, there's a problem. There's a child in danger on the boat, and Carmen Vega goes in the water to help save the child. Now, Nick Finn is a border protection agent, and he sees that he sees the boat, and he sees that someone has fallen overboard, so he comes to rescue the woman. And but instead of being congratulated, he is taken off duty, and you know something's going on when he's taken off duty, and he sort of monitors the situation and sees there are less illegal aliens being caught. So anyways, that's part of the story. So Carmen Vega goes to a detention facility, and she wants her freedom, of course, but while in the facility she dies of a snake bite. Now, it's pretty hard to get a snake into a detention facility with walls around, but anyways, Nick Finn's wife, Mona Jimenez, she's a lawyer, and she looks into it, and she knows there's been negligence, and she wants to bring a court case against the detention facility. So as we find out, as the plot thickens, we realize that there is a lot of corruption behind the detention facility and within the Border Patrol too. So there's a court trial that comes, and Mona Jimenez tries to charge the facility with the death of Carmen Vega. And as we see, the judge is very corrupt because he does not give Mona a break when she tries to present her case or she cross-examines. So we realize the judge may be on the take as well too. So I don't want to say too much more. But let's just say Death Rattle is a highly recommended book. It's got a lot of twists and turns. And as I said with the snakes, if you have a snake phobia, you're going to be a little squeamish while you read, because the snakes don't just come out once. They come out more than once. And they're out for blood and, human lives too. So that's the first book this week. By the way, I would like to add the fact that Death Rattle was published by Forge, and it retails for $37.99. The second book this week is Video Palace: In Search of the Eyeless Man by Dr. MAYNARD WILLS. This is published by Tiller, and it retails for, let me check here, $35.99. Video Palace is an interesting book. After I started reading it, I went online to look if there was such an urban myth as that of the eyeless man. We know there's a lot of strange characters. There's a Slender Man and other interesting urban legends about people who lurk out there, and whether they're real or not. But anyways, as you read this book, you'll start to wonder, is this taken from fact or is it just fiction? There are 11 short stories in this book that are strung together around the myth of the eyeless man. He's supposed to be a man who's responsible for a lot of deaths and fear, and he's like a shadowy figure who has no eyes. The most interesting book is, the first story, and I'm sorry I don't have the note here, but the first story Doorways of the Soul is one of the best books, or one of the best stories in the book. It revolves around young people who are committing suicide, and obviously the eyeless man is part of it. Those who have committed suicide or are contemplating it, the eyeless man has been out there, and so it's filled with a lot of dark images. And the 11 short stories in the book, written by a variety of different writers, are all there is not a clinker in the bunch. They are all interesting. They're all a part of the occult, the supernatural. Let's just say, if you're a Stephen King fan, you'll like this type of book, not just for the urban legend myth of the eyeless man, but for the way the stories are all interwoven. And by the time you finish it, you'll start to believe there is an eyeless man out there. And like in the first book, if you hear a snake or you hear a sound, you might think there's a snake. If you're reading Video Palace and you hear a sound, you might look behind you and think, oh, is there some guy back there without eyes? But anyways, this book is also very highly recommended. So those are the two books this week. Very, very different. One with a fear of snakes, one with a fear of the eyeless man. So if you're looking for a different kind of fiction, look for these two books. And anyways, thank you again for watching Shelf Life Online. As always, stay social distance. Keep well, keep sane, keep safe, and keep sending us those emails as to what you like and what you don't like about these video reviews. Thanks again for your time, and take care.